What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm George.
I'm Stav.
This is part 4 of Stav's motor build for his 12-valve VR6 B5. Part 4, getting ready to pull his stock block out of his car and then swapping in his built 12-valve that we have saran wrap with professional Greek blue tape. But essentially what we're going to be doing, this bad boy, it's been running for a while now, but it's stock block. And we're looking to swap it out and then put in his built motor in its place and have it running by tomorrow.
Hopefully, if everything goes right tomorrow.
Yeah, if everything goes right, it'll be firing up tomorrow. So this is going to be part 4 going into tomorrow.
Yes.
Showcasing the first start of his build and the engine break-in for his 12-valve VR6. And you guys, without further ado, we're just going to kick this thing off, pull this motor, and get everything swapped over. We'll see you guys in a little bit once we're putting together all the little gizmos and gadgets on his built 12 motor from his stock block. See you guys in just a bit.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
We got the axles, drive shaft, Stav got the downpipe. Now we're just gonna loosen up all the small little bits. Engine mounts are pretty much loose. I stripped the bolt on I stripped the bolt on the driver's engine mount. We gotta take that off later.
I don't understand.
But then we're gonna pop off the intercooler rad. We're gonna try to leave the rad support in. We'll see how that works out for us. Let's see if we can pull the motor out. We should be able to. It dips down and has a really large opening.
Question? How come every time you work on my motor, you strip something out?
Because you
My adapter plate last time, carnage. George thought it needed 200.
How do you even know what you're looking at? You're wearing sunglasses. You don't. That looks fine. That's perfect.
On your car, this would be perfect, but on this car, not so much.
We're gonna continue on, guys, but this is pretty much where we're at. I think we're about a good 20-30 minutes away from pulling the motor out. Maybe about 45. We still gotta take apart all the piping and disconnect all the wires and fueling lines and all that other jazz. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there piece by piece. This motor's almost out. Anyway, let's continue.
Ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. just hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Just wanna be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well.
We got Stav's motor out. But for those of you guys out there that don't think we're serious, we're serious professional drag racers. We practice in the most professional settings ever. And for those of you guys that don't think so, shame on you. Because we're about to show you how serious and how pro level our practice is. And just because Stav's engine bay is empty doesn't mean he's not out racing right now or getting ready for the Indy VR6 500. Stav? What happened at the top end on that, Stav?
Got a misfire. Gotta check my plugs.
So there's our professional practice when it's the off season, right here in the garage. Stav, what was that? Was that a 9.8 or a 9.9?
Unfortunately, I let off in 7th, so there's a 14.6.
All right, guys. So we initially thought we were going to have this all done in this video in terms of at least in the car. You know what, Stav? I'm going to let you just go over. What are some things you want to do that while we pulled out the motor and trans that you saw that you may want to upgrade and change? Let's go over it. Let's take a look at it.
All right. So I have the Cooler Works shifter, which eliminates this whole piece and some of these bushings and the crossover tube. But I've had some where you're trying to shift and you see there's a lot of play here in the shifter with the bushings. I'm gonna order the JHM the trio piece off the shifter linkage and just make it completely solid.
Okay, and then we're gonna install your Cooler Works shifter because right now you just have the factory shifter in there.
Correct.
All right, and then what's another thing too? We want to power wash, clean this really well.
Correct.
As you can see, all the nastiness. This motor was leaking from the back of the timing cover, so you see it got all over the trans.
Correct. When you're doing a buck 230 miles an hour usually on the street,
Did you say 230 miles an hour?
Put it back to me. Yes, 230 miles per hour.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. 230.
All right. Anyway, that was very rude. But anyway, so 200. When you're doing about 230, usually when you let off around 300, I need to hire a new cameraman. But anyway, I'm gonna power wash, put it all together, back to the clean. You could see that it started to leak right here, right here when the timing cover. I'm not sure. I'm gonna check it out if there's something wrong with the timing cover, a crack, or just maybe I didn't seal it.
Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying, Stav? I was looking at the 24.
You know, that's my 24 valve.
That's my 24 valve.
Actually
wait, you own a 24 valve?
Yes.
You're admitting you own a 24 valve?
Look
so
how
is that
good
for
it
a future
No,
swap?
look how useful it is. Let me show you. It holds my Malaka MotorSports t-shirt next time I want to wear one. My black one, my toolkit. It's very useful. 24 valve, you know what I mean? It's a very useful motor.
All right, guys, we're going to cut this off here. Listen, this is going to be the end of part 4. We got the motor out. Stav's got some trans upgrades that he wants to do. It's probably going to be a time saver. Now we can do it while everything's out. Part 5, I'm going to want to have the transmission on top of our morning wood table, go over the adapter plate, the clutch that Stav's going to be running, and then I think that's about it. Stav, what do you think? Oh, over here. The camera's over here. But whatchamacallit, anything else for part 4 you want to close this off on? Anything you got to say?
If anybody is willing to help me, I mean anybody, my current helper, I'm going to throw you guys out here. He's not very good at helping me. He's already stripped 2 bolts. Just want to throw those out there. I mean,
probably 3. All right, guys, this is the end of part 4. As always, we thank you guys for watching. And we don't really say it in the videos, but if you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe. It really helps this channel out. Put a comment. in the comment section below. Let us know what you guys think. What do you guys want to see in the video? Is this stuff
and who you don't want to see? Just want to, you guys can throw that. We won't get offended.
But rolling into part 5, we're hoping to have those transmission bits upgraded, power washed, cleaned. His motor mated to the transmission, and then of course we're going to be going through the flywheel that he's upgrading to now that he's going to be running the twin clutch. We're going to replace the friction disc on there. What else? Pilot bearing, throw-out bearing, and then putting this bad boy together, and then in stops car. So really excited to get on to part 5. Don't want to rush this. As you guys know, you guys been following us for quite some time. We have pulled this motor out quite a few times in the last year or two. So
but look how great this motor is. Stock block, and it's lasted so long, Pretty much a $140 junkyard motor.
True.
I beat a 24 valve that's built. We want to throw this out there.
We love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'm George.
I'm Stav.
We'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.